Well, welcome to Wembley Stadium, where Sunderland have just been promoted back to the Premier League, and they've just lifted the trophy as well. Look at that! Danny, how do you describe what's happening right now?
Unbelievable. We're about 10 yards behind, well, in front of the 45,000 Sunderland fans, and what was it, 8 long years they've waited for this moment to get back to the top flight of English football, and the lads have grafted. They've had to dig in this afternoon. First half, weren't quite at it, second half, rolled the sleeves up, and do you know what they said? We're not letting this slide away. Massive opportunity, and they've earned it. Fair play, absolutely made up for the boys, made up for the fans, made up for the chairman, everybody involved with the football club to get back into that top division of English football.
Tell you what, there's going to be some party in London tonight, Danny.
Oh, well, that man there will be involved, yeah. He's enjoying it, isn't he? Unbelievable.
Chris Rigg, 17 years old, he's playing the playoff final, he's now a Premier League player.
He is indeed, yeah. And that man there knows all about it. Reedy, Kevin Phillips, they're all in the house as well this afternoon. All here to witness it. We've had some tough times here down in the capital.
And Harrison Jones gets in on the action as well.
Yeah, they're all getting
fantastic stuff.
Moments to treasure for their lives, the boys. Listen, I got promoted twice with the club. We won it. I didn't get to experience this yet.
What about that guy? What about those two? What about those two young men? Tommy Watson, pretty much his last touch for Sunderland.
Well, as that said, he's had a tough few weeks as well. He come back into it. He'll say himself, he perhaps wasn't quite at it. Tough for him, a young lad, a lot going on in his head. But he's been the difference there, coming off the bench. We said before the game, you're looking to your bench, aren't you, for somebody to come on and be a match winner. And that's proved to be the case this afternoon. Elijah got us back into it. Fantastic finish with the right foot. And then Tommy picks up the loose ball. Kiefer Moore, as I said, Kiefer Moore won't sleep tonight. Yep. But Tommy, couple of touches.
The goal scorer is doing it together.
And Elijah. And
Simon Moore as well.
He keeps growing as a player, doesn't he? You know, Raw last season, went out on loan to Hibs, and he's come back in, he's forced his way into the starting lineup. And we'll see 10, 11 goals for the season. Good talent, and, well, they'll have some party tonight, the boys, won't they?
And Pavetta getting in on the action, and Blondie as well.
In Wembley.
Yeah, it's starting to rain. What about the job Regis de Labrise has done?
Yeah, unbelievable. Coming in, as you say, season having to first up pick up the lads from where we left off last season, finishing tailing off in 16th. He comes in, got us off to a flyer, was it first 3-4 games without conceding, on a run, top of the table. Then obviously we've had a slide towards the end of the season there, but we've managed to steer us back on track, get the lads going again. It was tough at times this afternoon. You know what they're all about, big, physical, long balls forward. We struggled at times, but we come through it, and they delivered the goods for him. So made up for him, made up for the staff, and as we say, all these lots stood behind us now, 40,000 of them.
So what will happen now is, if we get a chance, we'll look back at the highlights. In fact, we should probably try and do it now, because when the players come down, we'll try and grab a player, and we might have to pull away from some of the highlights as well. So if we can play some highlights of something, maybe the goals or something, I'm not quite sure what you guys can manage back in the gallery. What we're going to see here.
Yeah. Well, talk about big moments.
All the highs, but I might pull away from these.
Yeah. No, just going to say big moments in football. Just look at this save again. This is one that's going to get flashback. You know, listen, you talk about Jimmy's save. Jimmy saved years ago in the cup final to win Sunderland. That is up there. That is up there, by the way. Unbelievable. It's almost behind him, and he claws it away. First minute of the game, Sheffield United are on the front foot straight away. Started well. And then obviously you've got your setback in that same incident with Luke having to go off injured as well. So straight away, your plans are having to change. It's not going to plan. And then a young side, and you're thinking, oh, can they get swallowed up in the atmosphere in here now? Can it be too much for some of them? But looking up at that scoreboard there suggests otherwise, doesn't it now? And here's their goal now, and obviously it starts from us, So listen, it's disappointing. We'll break it down. We get caught. Gus Ayman, I thought he was probably their best player overall for me, full of energy. I didn't know he had this running power.
He's got loads in his lock, hasn't he?
Feeds a lovely little weight on it. Tyrese Campbell as well, we know he's sharp. Gets the run on Enzo Lafay, touch out of his feet, and a lovely finish. And we're thinking, oh no, we've been here before. Just looking at it. But so you've got Chris Medbury who's gone up for a corner. He's the one who's trying to get back at Hamer. I think it's Dan Neil that comes across, little nutmegs on him. And then Enzo, he just gets caught a yard or two behind, and it's tough then to catch up. See there, he's got the run on him in the middle. Can't get back. Anthony Patterson comes out, and it's a quality finish, good composure. And Sheffield United are on their way at that point.
Yeah, good composure, as you say, from Tyrese Campbell. Chris Wilder at that point.
Just have a look at me end.
It's going well for him.
Yeah. Obviously, VAR's been criticised massively over there. Well, the last couple of years since it's come into play. But what a part it's played in this afternoon. I think it's the right call as well. And it is. It's Sousa, isn't it? He's a yard in front of Anthony Patterson when the strike from Burrows comes in, and he's interfering with plays down the line of sight. So, yeah,
this is the big one.
This is it now. This is it. Let's have a look.
This gets disallowed.
Headed cleared. Strike comes in. It's a decent enough strike, so it's into the ground, but it's got enough pace on it there. And we thought initially Kiefer Moore ducks down to try and glance the ball in, and then Sousa's the one there. You see Joe, by the time he goes in, Joe's back there, and you think, oh no, he's onside. But what a call! Obviously in the VAR booth down at Stockley Park, and I don't think fans would have a problem with VAR if they get the right decisions,
yeah,
and that is the right decision. So yeah, fair play, big pat on the back for all involved.
But in the moment, those Sunderland players, they don't know what's happening, do they?
No, and probably the fans.
One did.
I don't think the fans in the ground.
And when the referee finally spoke and gave his decision, it went so quiet, didn't it?
Yeah. And then, see it here now. There he is, and the strike comes in. Okay, and he's got obviously Kiefer Moore in front of him.
I think we should cut to some scenes. If we can cut to the live scenes. If we're going to cut to the live scenes, Sunderland are celebrating in the middle of the pitch. Sunderland to Premier League. We'll come back to them if we have to. Of course, we'll have to come back to the Tommy Watson moment.
Yeah, and I'm sure we'll get one or two on to have a chat with as well. And reactions, that hard work, the pre-season shift to put in, all those hard months, the cold months, the difficult conditions throughout the course of the season. It all comes down to this moment here at the end of the season, that graft they put in. And listen, people say, was it 14 points they finished above us?
Yeah.
16 with the 2 deducted. Yeah. It counts for nothing over the course of 90 minutes in a one-off game. So, listen, commiserations to Sheffield United. They'll be in there now. Wounded, Chris Wilder, tough one for him to take. But they've had their time in the Premier League recently as well as last season. And now it's our time to get back up there and have a go at it.
Amazing scenes, absolutely amazing scenes. The players are walking past Regis there, such a proud moment for him. Tommy Watson, the goal scorer, the lad from Easington Colliery. The lad from Easington Colliery. Oh God, Harrison Jones is coming over to see Danny Harrison. You're going to be playing football in the Premier League next season. How's it feel? Come in. Harrison, how's that feel? Unbelievable. When you're going into this second half, goal down, was there still belief in the dressing room?
Definitely. We've been here all year, we've got a great group, and we pulled through at the end.
Right, fantastic. Danny, you've got a question for Harrison before we let him go and enjoy?
As we said, we know the youngest squad in the league. Obviously, you're getting in there trying to force your way in. You see the likes of Chris, where he's got to this season, playing his part. Tommy there, who you know well, you've been here since you were that big terrier. What's that feeling like inside? I didn't get to witness it here at Wembley, but what a feeling that must be for you.
So proud watching all the lads we've played with for so many years, and whatever journey they're on, I wish them all the best, and yeah, just delighted to be in the Prem.
Go and enjoy yourself, Harrison.
Thanks,
we'll see you at the disco later. Better believe we will.
Covered in foil, champagne, the lot.
Well, we'll try and get. That was Harrison Jones, he's the youngest member of one of the youngest members of the squad anyway. Chris Riggs, the youngest member of the squad.
Yeah, listen, as I said there, he's trying to force his way in this season. He can see now there's a pathway there for him with the likes of Chris and other young lads, Dan Neil coming in through the ranks at the football club and getting an opportunity. But he'll treasure this moment for the rest of his life. Yes, he's not got on the pitch this afternoon, but he's had a few outings this season and he's grown as a young player, so wish him all the best moving forward as well.
Dennis Serkin's coming round, Chris Riggs coming round as well. What a moment, what a 90 minutes for Dennis. He's jumping over the hoardings here, Dennis Serkin. Just going to try and hold them for him. It's chaos, it's absolute chaos here. No Sunderland fans left either, everyone's still here.
Dennis!
Come on, minutes. He's Dennis Serkin. Dennis, watch the wires. Come and have a quick word with the Sunderland fans watching around the world. Is that one of the greatest moments of your life just now?
The greatest.
You're a Premier League footballer.
Yeah, that was the job. When I first come here, that was the job. And in my eyes, it's job done now.
Dennis, just talk us through that second half there where the lads found the energy, the desire to get back into the game, and the game opened up, didn't it? You were up and down that left-hand side.
I tell you what, apart from sticking out the gaff a little bit, personally, you know, all season we've stuck together. When the gaffer came in, he set out his tactics, and we've seen a massive difference this season. All the lads, the togetherness, everything.
Dennis, you've brought so much joy to this football club in the city. Go and enjoy it with the lads. Thank you so much, Dennis. Go and enjoy yourself.
To all the fans watching.
Nice one, mate. Dennis Sirkin there. Fantastic stuff. Just look at this. Can we cut to the fans singing? And the players. Fantastic scenes. It's Luke O'Nien, one-handed. He wants to take it over to the fans. He's getting everyone over. These are absolutely brilliant scenes we're seeing. This is amazing, absolutely amazing. Just enjoy these scenes, everyone. Just enjoy these scenes. 8 years outside of the top flight. People have said that Sunderland are a sleeping giant, but these fans have turned up in League One, in the Championship. They haven't been asleep. They've been experiencing all of this agony. We're going to bring Dan Neil in now. Dan Neil, Premier League footballer.
2 seconds there.
Right, yeah, well, he's just going to go and say hello to someone. He's just soaking it in. Let's just keep an eye on Dan. What a shot, Dan. Falling in love with you. Sunderland. Dan, what a moment for the club. What a moment for the city.
Unbelievable. You know, the last few weeks, this whole city has came together like I knew it would, and the support that we've received over the last 2 weeks, we'll never ever forget it. And for to win last minute in the semi-final, and then Tommy Watson to pop up last minute, it's just what dreams are made of.
Player of the season. Talk me through that absolute crunching challenge over on that far side. Meat and drink for you, that.
No, to be
Right,
honest,
Dan, you've got to go and disappear. Trey, you stay for a sec.
to be honest, I was crumping up, I was tired, and I thought, like, I can't be, I was chasing him,
Well
so I
said.
just wanted to hit him, so. Looking at him well.
Little heavy touch on it, but I'm a baller, man. Listen, what a season you've had, by the way. You deserved it.
Listen,
Yeah.
in the Premier League next season.
Yeah, I say, this is finished.
Yeah.
It's finished. Bye-bye. Au revoir. Next season we're going up. I'm really so happy, so proud of the team. We did an amazing season. So proud for those people
about the fans? What
also.
about the fans?
They were amazing. When we scored, the noise I heard, I feel it in my whole body. It was just amazing. They're the best fan in England, even in the world. I don't know what to say more, but I'm so proud of the team. We are all young guys. We're so happy. We made it for one city, and now we're so happy we got to Premier League, so it's the best.
Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. Go and enjoy yourself.
Go and enjoy yourself with the team.
Go and enjoy yourself, Wilson. Wilson Isidore here. This is it. They all want to get involved tonight, Daddy.
London buses. Waiting a while for one, and they're all on.
It's absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Absolutely unbelievable what we're seeing here. Let's have another look at the fans if we can in a moment. Chrissy Reagan, Wilson Isidore enjoying some scenes here at Wembley. The rain is coming down, but no one cares. It's like, what a moment, what an absolute moment for these Sunderland fans. Ellie, we got Eliza Mayenda.
What a finish.
Eliza, come on in. Eliza Mayenda, Premier League footballer, how does it feel?
Amazing feel. I'm very happy because we win this final. It's an amazing feel, really.
You did something historic as well. You scored a goal at Wembley. It's Riggy, little Riggy, come in. Riggy, come in. Chris Rigg, Premier League footballer. How does it feel?
Play was happening. You just pulled off.
Wow.
Robinson, the centre back.
Absolutely.
Touch out your feet. And talk me through that finish.
Yeah, the most important was the first touch.
This is what it means.
Yeah, and it was a good touch.
Go and enjoy
after that,
yourself
it's
if you
more
want.
easy to make a finish.
Shut up here.
So yeah.
On the right one as well, lofted roof of the net, no chance for the goalkeeper. And the lads found the energy from somewhere, didn't they?
Yeah, I tried to stay calm in front of the goalkeeper. Yeah, after that, you can see that it was a really good finish. But yeah, I tried to stay calm in front of the
What about Tommy as well, coming off the bench there,
Tommy.
just passing it into that bottom corner.
Incredible goal from Tommy. He deserves it because he works a lot every day, and I'm very happy for him. Yeah.
Just a nice quiet night this evening then, or?
Yeah, nice chilled out night, right?
No, are we dancing now? Let me dance.
Get them on. Turn around, face this crowd. Everyone. Ready? Watch this.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Take care. See you later, Ellie. Take care.
It's Sunderland, baby!
I don't know what's going to happen on this
Riggy.
programme.
Riggy came
I don't
over,
know.
we've lost him.
Let's cut to the scenes. If we can cut to the scenes, just enjoy these scenes because you deserve it, Sunderland fans watching around the world and watching back in Sunderland as well at the Stadium of Light. We know you were there. Enjoy these scenes. Sunderland are back in the big time. I don't want these scenes to end, and I don't think they will for a few hours yet, Danny. There'll be partying here, and then there'll be parties in central London.
Will, yeah. Leave us
we
the
take
keys to
over
lock up.
Trafalgar Square again.
Yeah, we'll lock up later. Leave us the keys, man. Yeah. Oh, rightly so. Listen, as I said earlier, how many times have we been down here? The lads, the supporters, everyone's been getting back on the trains, back on the buses, gloomy faces. We've been beat again, but the last two visits have been quite friendly for us, haven't they? So
let's see if we can see the goals now. If we can see the goals, the winning goals for Sunderland AFC this afternoon. Eliza Mayenda scoring in the 76th minute, Danny.
Yeah, let's have a look at that. Ball clipped forward. Dan Ballard wins the header. And then little touch from Job there into Tommy. Look how we moved the ball in this move though. 4-5 passes, touch pass. Elijah pulls off him at the far post. Nice weight on the pass from Patrick Roberts, who comes off the wing there. And as Elijah just said to us there, touch out of his feet away from the defender. Robinson probably thinks I've got him in a good position here. He's away from goal, but because he lifts it, keeper's got no chance. And that got us back into the game. And we just got this energy.
But then we
to
had
build
momentum,
again.
didn't we?
Yeah. Probably like Coventry last week, where setting off we were down and out really. They get the goal. It looks like they're going to go on and win it. Then we get a bit of energy back in extra time. And then lads again today, because when we scored that, sometimes then you can get a little bit nervy, drop off. But then we got back on the front foot and we went after them again, and it looked like we were going to go on and win it. They were making the changes. Obviously, top end of the pitch for them. They've got Riches coming off the bench, as we said. Brereton Diaz then has to go off after Trey's reducer on the far side. And there's Tommy's goal now. Let's have a look here. And we get a fortune with it, but you've got to make your own luck at times here. So Patrick driving forward, runs into traffic. Then they've got the counter-attack, they're away. And then big cue for more. Heavy loose touch into Tommy. Chowdhury doesn't want to come and get involved.
Just passes it round him.
And it just when we seen it live, I thought, oh, not enough pace on that. But when you see it from behind, it just uses. Let's have a look there. It's Sousa that comes central. Keeper's blinded.
Miles out.
And it's right in the bottom corner. See it from this angle here now. Let's have a look at the goalkeeper. You know, if we're going to be critical, I just give praise to Tommy. Good composure. And it just passes into that far corner. He's a big keeper, isn't he? Good stretch on him, but look there, see there, just setting outside the post and side netting. And what a feeling that must be for Tommy, because he's had a few tough weeks. He's had a little bit of stick off some of the fans, and he's got a big future ahead of him. You know, I've worked with Tommy a couple of seasons back, and he's a really quiet lad. But what that'll mean for him, fantastic. And as the lads come round again, they don't want to leave, the boys. Riggy, right, here's Riggy coming back in. Riggy's back in. Al Brown's coming in as well.
Hello.
How are you?
Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. No matter what you do in football, you'll always remember this day. Alan, you've been in football a long time, a lot longer than this guy, but this is special, isn't it?
Oh, it's unbelievable. You know, someone said to me earlier, 10 years ago today I got promoted from League 1 to Champ. 10 years on I'm in the Prem. And it's thanks to boys like this. They've been unbelievable all season. And a career ahead of them. They can go as far as they want. They've been unbelievable.
Boys, we'll talk. One of the youngest in the squad, learning his trade, one of the experienced boys at this level. What a feeling, however many games you've played, and between the two of you can't beat this, can you?
No, it's a different feeling. It's absolutely special. And you know, when that ball hit the back of the net, the scenes is unbelievable.
And you know what? Tommy absolutely deserves that moment because he's been getting a lot of stick, and as players you do see it, and I couldn't be happier for any other person.
What a way to sign off though.
100%. And
because you know,
send his boyhood club to the Premier League.
Honestly,
doesn't get much better, does it?
Doesn't.
He's quite a quiet lad as well, Tommy.
Yeah, I know.
For them there,
Honestly, I'm so.
Yeah, he deserves all the credit he gets for that moment because they'll live with him forever now.
Right, lads, we'll let you go and enjoy the celebrations.
Enjoy
Hopefully see
your
you
night,
later
boys.
on. Take care.
Well done, fellas.
Well done,
Enjoy
Premier
it.
League footballers here. Premier League footballer Alan Brown. Premier League football Chrissy Rigg. They're in. There he goes. Right. Okay. Cut to the scenes.
We ticked most of them off, haven't we?
Yeah. Touching you. I don't think anyone's gone home yet. Joe! Come here. Premier League footballer, Joe Bellingham. How's it feel?
Amazing. Sunderland are back in the Premier League. That's all that matters.
Right.
That's all that matters.
What have you got a message for the fans? Did they help you get through the playoffs and this final?
100%. The best fans in the land. I've said that so many times. We all know it. They travel so far for games. They give so much to the team. We've failed a lot over the last 2 seasons. We've faced some tough defeats, and yeah, they've stuck with us. And everyone should be so proud. We're back in the Premier League where we belong. Sunderland AFC are back in the Premier League.
What about that feeling when Tommy's hit the back of the net there? How's that feeling there?
I can't describe it.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable, mate.
Unbelievable. Hey, well played, Vic. Well done.
Take care, Joe. See you later on. Joe Bellingham there, Premier League footballer, of course. A lot of these players are destined for the Premier League, no matter what happened today, Danny.
Yeah, I think you can look at it both ways because you know you're probably looking and thinking, well, if we don't go up, there's going to be a few clubs obviously interested in taking our quality, talented young players, and rightly so. But on the flip side, now we know we're there. So what's the plan in place? Do we try and keep hold of these boys? Do we try and now add to this squad? Obviously, it's a big prize pot what you get for going up, as we can't hear ourselves again. And try and add to the squad, try and keep these boys, and we've got to try and look to build.
What's Mertz doing in the
Mertz is in there. Yeah, well, half of the squads is, aren't they, from the 21s? Yeah, he knows a lot of lads. It's a good coach, Mertz. You know, I've been in there, I've seen some of his sessions, and he's doing well with the 21s as well. So, but you go right through the club, mate. Everywhere, you know, all the coaches that I worked with the last couple of years, 15, 16s, and that, I've worked with a lot of these boys in the squad. So it's for those coaches as well. For Carlton as well.
Yep.
You know, everybody associated
for
with the
Carlton
club.
Fairweather. Yeah,
Fantastic.
good mention there,
yeah,
Danny.
And he'll be up there looking down, and he'll be made up for the football club. So
the lads are just getting more and more. They're just enjoying more of these scenes here. Look, some of these lads have been together a long time. Luke O'Nien. We haven't spoken to Luke yet, but Luke O'Nien's a Premier League footballer now.
That shoulder won't be hurting him one little bit at the minute.
Luke.
Come here, lad. Well done, matey.
Luke, come and stand in the middle.
Come and talk to us about this shoulder. I thought we'd seen the last of it.
Was that the most frustrating but amazing game of your life?
It's the most amazing game of my life. No frustrating about it. We've just won. We're going to the Premier League, and I'm unbelievably happy.
Talk us through your injury. Did you jar it against Big Kiefer as you went in for that challenge, or you're not sure what happened?
Weird. It was my job to try and stop the ball going in the net, and it didn't. And I can't really remember what happened because I've been high on gas for the first half. But I tell you what, if someone says if you rip your shoulder out of a joint, you'll get promoted to the Premier League, I'll do them both. I'll do them both, honestly. I'll do it in a heartbeat again.
We caught you on duties on the touchline there, drinks, hydrating the lads and everything that was going on there, celebrating the goals.
I was doing a bit of a nutrition. Yeah, I think I covered more distance celebrating Ellie's goal than I did in my Wembley appearance. But honestly, I couldn't give two monkeys about my own health because
no one deserves it more than you, mate. How many years you been at the club now? 8?
Yeah, it's been a while.
8 years. You've seen the ups, you've seen the downs, but this must be number one for you right now.
You've seen it all, Luke. This must mean a lot to you.
It's joy. It's funny. It means the world. but it means more the world because I said it to someone the other day. My first few Wembley appearances, I think I wanted it more for myself, as bad as that sounds, because I was young and you think, oh, Wembley, I need to do it for my... And then as I've got older and I've had more Wembley appearances, I wanted it to do it for the boys, for the fans, for my family. And it's nice for myself, honestly. It means so much more to see them lads enjoying it rather than... And I'm just unbelievably grateful. I just wanted it for them more than myself.
45,000 stuck
I wanted it
behind
for
us
them,
as
I
well.
wanted it for... Listen, my brother's getting married next week. I wanted it for him. I didn't even want it for myself. I just wanted it for them. And
there's his wedding present.
There's his wedding present. There you are, brother. I know somewhere in there. But yeah, it's funny, as you get older, your expectations, your life shifts, and just to see the happiness of them boys' faces, it's what they deserve.
And now you're fully in the centre-backs union as well. None of the centre midfield.
Am I officially a centre back now?
You're in there.
Depends what you read on Twitter these days. I'll probably get like my best scoring on Roker Report. I'll probably get a 9 out of 10 today. Come on, Andy, give us a 9.
Luke, no matter what happens, you're going to go down in history because you've had the most appearances at Wembley for a Sunderland player, most appearances at the stadium. Yeah, of course. Most appearances at the stadium of life.
All right, Rob Mason, how you doing?
Sorry about that. Yeah. But, you know, your family live up here, you brought up your children in the northeast as well. I hope you stick around for another 8 years at least.
You've got to make me cry.
He'd gone in, he went, I'd gone up there, we just couldn't speak for about 30 seconds.
I was...
Because when you joined this club, it was a bit of a mess.
Yeah, listen, I joined the club and I had ambitions, goals, and the club had them as well. And, you know, you don't turn down Sunderland Football Club. When they come knocking, I drove up here as fast as I could. Listen, it's not about me, it's about what they've all just achieved. What Tommy Watson's just done. I'm just so proud of all the boys. You know, Tommy Watson got a bit of stick from our own fans. And I'm telling you now, he's not going to get stick for the rest of his life from these lot. And it's more important that seeing them things like the human being of Tommy Watson come through that's far more important to me than winning. But for someone like that to then go and win it, it just adds the cherry on top.
And as well, Luke, some of the young foreign lads who've come into the club over the last few years, you've seen a lot of them who perhaps don't know much about the club and that. They certainly know about it now, don't they?
Oh, they do. I think they're well aware of it, and they've been well aware of it when they get in. And I always find it a shame that these games would, you know, they'll write their name in history only if they win. Because in my eyes, these boys wrote their name in history throughout the stage of the season. You know, I look at the boys and I look at, for example, like Simon Moore, Blondie, Joe Anderson, a few more that didn't play any minutes or barely played any minutes this season.
Day to day on the training ground, putting the graft in like the other boys as well.
That's how culture's set, and those boys every single day, like they're the reasons I'm proud of them. And you know, Tommy Watson, for example, he gets a bit of stick. He comes into the training ground the next day, carries on working hard. You know, that's winning. You don't just turn up to these games and just win. Winning's done a very long time ago, and yeah, there's so many little stories like that. Like, listen, I turn up at the training ground to take my kids swimming on Sundays at 8 o'clock at night, and the Gaff and Pedro are still there working. And
hard yards, what no one sees, isn't it?
Yeah, listen, Proc, Ali, and Dodsey, they took over the club about a year or two ago, when the club was probably in the toughest time I've seen in a very long time. And those three stood strong, and I'd always say it, they were the reasons why we've been successful today.
Look, a word on the gaffer, Régis Lebris. No one in Sunderland knew who he was. Now he's got them in the Premier League.
Now. Yeah, he's an incredible man. All his staff. It's been my season that I've loved the most. And had we lost today, I would have still looked back this season with strong memories. I would have cried a lot. I cried a lot at half time, but I'm unbelievably proud of him. You know, his assistant Pedro left his kids to come over here to bet himself, and for them to get their just rewards, that means the most to me, more than winning.
What's he like as a character? What we don't see from him, because he's quite placid on the touchline. He doesn't give too much away. The gaffer behind there, does he get after a few boys sometimes if it's not quite happening, or is he just level-headed?
He gives that to me to do.
Oh, does he?
That's my job, and I'm not very good at it.
You're his deputy.
Yeah, I'm not very good at it. Listen, he's very good at kind of letting the players lead the changing rooms, and I think that's why the team's been one of the most successful this season, because you've seen. Like, you look at Chris Rigg, I look to him when he speaks, I listen. Yeah. There's he's young. When Chris Rigg speaks...
Yeah, put his age aside, he's quite an experienced head on his
shoulders. Age doesn't mean anything. If people are in the team, then they've got a voice, they've got an opinion, they're ready to listen. And listen, throughout the season, people will fall out with each other, but there's always, you know, a little bit of... There's always got to be respect there, and, you know, the gaffer gave us all, like, leadership roles, and players have stepped into that, and we're reaping the rewards today.
Yeah. Luke, are you going to have to go to the hospital?
I'm not tonight. I'm actually booked in now, but screw that. I'm going nowhere near a hospital. I'm gonna take it out and swing it above my head for tonight all night.
Right,
long,
we'll see you at the disco later.
You can still have a protein shake at the disco.
yeah, you will. Luke, go and enjoy the rest of the celebrations with your teammates.
We'll have a fun.
You're an absolute legend. I don't know what to do. I'll give you a cuddle.
Yeah, listen, I'll meet up later.
Well done. Luke O'Nien, Sunderland legend there. Wow.
The other one now.
That's probably it for us, really. Just looking at the floor manager and producer and director there.
It's been a long old season.
It's been a long old season, Danny. It's been a long old stint. If this is the last thing we do for Sunderland Football Club, we've left it in a pretty good place. Yeah, Sunderland are back to the Premier League. Feels good. Danny, you left us when you were in the Premier League, didn't you?
I did, and it's super to see them back there where they belong, where the club belongs. Hopefully we go up there, retain our position, and then just kick on from there and build as a club. I think everything's there, the fan base, the stadium, the training ground, the young squad we're building. Get some additions in there and hopefully we can build in the right direction.
There we go then. You have had it. I think that's pretty much it for us here at Wembley Stadium. Stick around on Sunderland's socials and YouTube. There'll be so much content coming from today. It'll take you about 2 weeks to get through it, let me guarantee you that. Wherever you are around the world, thanks for being with us here on SAFC Live. And at the Stadium of Light, of course, I've just been reminded. Everyone's been watching there. May the party continue long into the night this bank holiday weekend. I don't think anyone's going to sleep if you're a Sunderland fan or if you're back in Sunderland or here in London for that matter. We'll see you very soon.
Bye for now.
Sunderland are back in the Premier League.